Hello and welcome to your daily read for those who need. So today we are going to be taking a look into your ex. Now, of course, this is going to be in the title, right? So if anyone who is not interested in what's going on with their ex, then definitely do not watch this reading, okay? This is not going to be your read if you do not want to know what's going on between yourself and your ex. This is a reading only for those who feel that they're needing some kind of validation or further information about what happened or what's likely to happen between themselves and their ex, okay? Of course, not everyone's interested in that sort of thing. I know I'm definitely not, but that means, like, I'm not going to sit here and judge anyone who is interested in finding that sort of thing out, okay? Right, so, state of the past relationship is the key. Truth, revelations, and discovery. So something was discovered, a truth was discovered. And because they're now your ex, that truth quite possibly wasn't a very nice truth, or it wasn't a nice discovery, okay? Maybe you found out something about them that you didn't like, or perhaps it was the other way around. Maybe they found out something about you that they didn't like. Okay, again, take it as it resonates. But that's the energy, the state of the past relationship. Current feelings towards the ex. So your current feelings that you have towards your ex. Let's take a look. The lantern. So there's still something there. There are still feelings. Okay, your lanterns is about guidance, shelter, and warmth. So you're seeking some kind of guidance about how you can maybe emotionally process your experience with that ex. Maybe there's still a flame. Maybe you still harbour feelings of love and affection and warmth towards that ex. Maybe. What feelings does your ex have towards you? What feelings does your ex have towards you? The compass. The compass and the rose. Your ex feels that you're incredibly ambitious. And it's showing me that your ex still does actually desire you. Okay? So yeah, this particular ex does still have feelings towards you in that kind of way. That is definitely here. Your ex is saying that there's a thorn. There is a thorn, so it could be like a sticking point. Or maybe this is something to do with you. They could be saying, yeah, do you know what? I shouldn't have played around the way that I did. Because I got stung. I got hurt. Okay. So that they could be saying that you hurt them. Because they were doing something inappropriate. Okay. Everyone knows that roses have thorns. Everyone knows to watch out for their thorns. But they didn't. They didn't watch out for the thorns. Okay. So that there is a side to you that your ex is wary of. Okay. Your compass is all about journeys, travel, and the right path. So they feel that they veered off the right path. And they're certain that to get back on the right path would be to meet up with you, to turn in your direction, to get closer to you. That would put them back on the right path. Okay. What's holding you back from moving on? What's holding you back from moving on from this ex? The planchette. Interesting. reaching out news on past influences, communication with the past. So it's stopping you from moving on. You've probably got a lot of friends in common with each other that's stopping you from moving on. You're probably receiving information constantly about this ex that's stopping you from moving on. What's holding them back from moving on from you? Oh, the book, Wisdom, Knowledge and Growth. They're saying that what's stopping them from moving on from you is the fact that you're very important to them. Very important to them. Okay. Consideration for you to take in order to move on. The corset, confidence, vanity and security. Yeah. Consideration for you to take in order for you to move on is to be more confident. See, there was definitely a mismatch here between yourself and this ex. Definitely a mismatch. So you're needing to be confident enough to go, yeah, do you know what? They're an ex. So now I'm going to move on. Seeing yourself in a different light. What is next for you in your love life? The waif. Simplicity, innocence and timidity. The waifs and strays. The waif, simplicity. What's next for you in your love life? They're saying for you to keep things simple. Don't overcomplicate anything. Or if you don't move on from this ex, then things are going to get complicated. You have to keep it simple. At the bottom of the deck is death. Yeah, change, release and endings. Somebody is not accepting that this is over. Someone refuses to accept it. And because they refuse to accept that, they're actually making things worse for themselves. Tell us more about the key, about the states of the past relationship here, please. What's going on with the key? What was this discovery or revelation with the key? Okay. The Eight of Swords. Interesting. I feel that someone, either you or your ex, actually saw only in the other person what they wanted to see. And they didn't actually see the authentic individual beyond what they wanted that other person to be. If that makes sense. It's like someone had an image in their head of who you were, or maybe you had an image in your head of who your ex was. And then when you were faced with that realization of, oh, actually, they're not the way that I thought that they were at all. Maybe there was something really difficult to reconcile about that. See, I feel that either you or they didn't actually really know each other properly. Like, not properly. See, someone had a set image in their mind's eye of who the other person was. Maybe you didn't understand them or they didn't understand you. They could have made a lot of assumptions about who you are as a person. And then when you start just being your normal self, that's not in alignment with the image that they have of you in their mind's eye. So that could have been a problem. Or vice versa. Again, just take it as it resonates. You could have made excuses for a lot of red flags that they presented, because those red flags didn't match up to the image that you had of who they were as a person in your head. But there was definitely facing a reality here with that woman sitting in front of that mirror. There's a strong message here about someone had to face the reality of who someone else truly, truly was. And then realized that this is a mismatch. Tell us more about the lantern for the current feelings towards the ex. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Untrustworthy. The reality is, you're never going to fully and completely ever trust this person ever again. Even though there are these feelings towards them still, you're never going to completely be able to trust them again. Clarify the feelings that the ex has towards our collective, please, with the compass and the rose. Thank you. They're saying reverse for these. The King of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Coins also in reverse. The ex resents you to a certain extent, collective. Because it's like they had this fantasy almost that they were going to move in with you, that they were going to settle down with you, they were going to create a family with you, this, that and the next. And either it didn't happen or it did happen and then you went your separate ways. They're harbouring resentment, definitely, with King of Cups coming out in the reverse position. They also feel that they have been loyal to the wrong one as well. So if this is a situation where they thought that the grass was going to be greener elsewhere, they showed that elsewhere person loyalty that is now backfired. Because the grass wasn't greener at all. That's a misplaced loyalty. It's like they thought that they were in love with someone else. And then the reality hit them, Ten of Coins in reverse. That can also be a very destructive energy, the Ten of Coins in reverse. It's usually about a family or like a living-in situation where people now have to split up, you know, divide things, divide property, divide assets, divide belongings. It's a family falling apart, basically. This could also be telling me that perhaps for a small handful of you, there's an ex of yours out there that is secretly hoping and wishing that you're going to break up with someone if you're dealing with someone right now. Yeah, the ex is hoping that you're going to split up with that someone that you're dealing with. Okay. Again, you just have to be careful with these readings and take it as it resonates. Alright. Clarify the planchette for what's stopping our collective or holding back our collective from moving on, please. Thank you. The Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Interesting. You might not be in a situation right now, collective, where you're feeling completely happy and fulfilled. You could be living with some kind of regrets here. Living with the whole ifs, buts and maybes. Being focused too much on the what ifs. And that's also holding you back from moving on. Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. You could feel tempted to believe that someone else is really having a good time right now. You know, social media is a classic one. So if you're going on social media and you're seeing that this ex is tagged in a mutual friend's photo, and they're tagged in a photo where everyone's having a great time, this, that and the next, You're being warned against looking at just the surface level of that, because you don't know what's actually going on beneath the surface. Okay. So it might look like they're having a great time, but in actual fact, emotionally, they could be struggling, the same as you. Clarify the book for what's holding back the ex from moving on. 4 of Coins. The ex doesn't want to move on from you. And that's the reality of the situation. And in fact, in this card, you can see she's got an earring on. And there's a rune on that earring. That rune is Otala, which means home, homestead, security, comforts. Your ex is saying that they felt at home when they were with you. They do not want to move on from you. They absolutely not. Clarify the consideration. Whoa. That was funny. The consideration that you're needing to take to move on. The Ace of Swords to clarify the corset energy. We're being shown that you're an incredible deep thinker. You're very logical, you're very reasonable. But sometimes your thoughts can maybe spiral a bit. So they're saying, see with that beam of light. That's like a focus of your energy. You're needing some kind of outlet, a healthy mental outlet. I'm getting the message as well, collective, that someone told you a sarcastic comment, such as, oh, it's not rocket science. You just move on, it's easy, it's not rocket science. But you're not finding it particularly easy. I'm going to need more information on this one. Can you tell us more? The Ace of Swords and the corset, please, for the consideration that our collective needs to take in order to move on. Someone's saying, but what if I don't want to move on? Yeah, the World. Consider the lessons that you two have already been through with each other. Consider the journey that you have already taken with each other. Okay. For those who don't want to move on from their ex, it's showing me that there is going to be an opportunity for you two to get this back on track, if that's what both of you are wanting. At the moment, one of you isn't wanting that, though, because your 10 of Cups came out off balance. Okay. The consideration to take is literally your own happiness. You have to decide, okay, this cycle with this person is complete. This cycle is over. This is done. And until you actually come to that decision, you're going to remain in this kind of energy. Consider who it is that you see your future with. There's something else to that Ace of Swords. Can you tell us specifically about the Ace of Swords? Thank you, the Ace of Wands. Interesting. 2 aces. It's potential. 5 of Wands. Someone's sleeping with another. Someone's engaging with another. 5 of Wands off balance. It's like you don't want to cause trouble. You don't want to cause drama. That ex is sleeping with someone else, but they're not in love with someone else because they're in love with you. And that Ace of Swords tells me that you know that. You know that already. Yeah, Knight of Coins reversed and the Ten of Swords also in the reverse position. So it's like, you know that that ex is seeking some kind of comfort and validation in someone else's bed. It's just basically like a comfort blanket. It's to make them feel better. They haven't thought it through though. They haven't. You might feel this biting urge to actually say it to the ex. That you know what's up with them. You know why they're doing what they're doing. But again, it's like you know that that's not a good idea. Clarify the way for what's next in our collective's love life, please. With keeping things simple. Thank you. A Seven of Cups. Multiple choice, multiple option. Spirit saying you can move in any direction that you want. Just when you do make that choice, make sure that you choose wisely. Okay? With simplicity and Seven of Cups, Spirit's telling you to take an easy option right now. Okay? You definitely do not want to be overcomplicating the situation for yourself. Yeah, you got the Magician under there. Which is like focusing on your strengths. Focus on what it is that you're good at. What is it that you're creating? Interesting. Can I have a healing message here, please? So it doesn't look like that ex is going to take any kind of action towards you anytime soon. Okay, because in the meanwhile, it looks very much like they are in this rebound energy, to be completely honest with you. And it's like, you know that they're in this rebound energy. You just know it. Right, so you got the card of Tranquility. Trust, all will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility are soon restored. Yeah. Interesting. So that's kind of like Spirit saying, look, watch this space. There's going to be a very interesting turn of events here. Okay, so for this final deck, it does have some swearing and sarcasm in there. So if you're not into that sort of thing, then obviously you don't have to listen, okay? The reason why I use these decks is to just make sure that you're leaving the read with a bit of a smile on your face, okay? It really does help to lift the heavy energies that can sometimes come out in a read, okay? So it's just a bit of like light-hearted fun at the end. What advice do you have for our collective dealing with their ex, please? Thank you. Okay, there was two. It was them two. Right, so your advice is to grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. Sometimes life is just waiting for you to meet it with the same level of energy that it's been stomping you with. And when that's the case, sometimes you just need to get all alpha dog on it and be like, listen, bitch, note of caution. Make sure that you know, what you want life to do when you get its attention. So keep a hold of life's balls and point them to where you want it to go. Otherwise, that mixed metaphor is totally going to pull the leash and poop on your lawn. Right, so make sure that you know what it is that you want, okay? You're going to get exactly what it is that you want, collective. So just make sure that you're going to be okay with the result. Don't give the universe mixed messages as well. Right. Vibrate so high that toxic people fall back because they no longer know how to approach you. Know how you can tell that you're onto some hardcore personal growth. Your perspective gets bigger and your inner circle gets smaller. It may be that people who want to gossip will quit texting you when you stop talking shit. If you're busy manifesting your dreams, keeping your side of the street clean, and working on those old gnarly wounds that people want to avoid in themselves, some people are bound to disappear. Be kind to yourself and to others as you outgrow people and places. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you've definitely outgrown this ex. This ex hasn't outgrown you. You're fully aware that this ex is finding comfort, solace, and meaning inside, like, other people. Maybe even bed hopping and, you know, being on the rebound, this, that, and the next. It feels more like you feel sorry for them more than anything else. Okay, so that is what I have for you. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is more catered towards your own specific needs, then I am taking personal readings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.